Hello, my name is Scott Mayer. I run a hedge fund in Walnut Creek, California. And I recently have had some experiences with Steve Present that I wanted to relay because of the profound nature of the changes that I've experienced. Through 2007 into '08 primarily, and through the beginnings of '09, the stock market took a dip, I should say, a collapse, on a level that I hadn't experienced before. Now, I've been trading stocks, futures, commodities, options for some time, several years actually. And the experience that I went through during this market crash, this market downturn, was very painful, catastrophic even. The losses were huge. My confidence primarily was the big issue. My confidence was shot. The techniques, the styles, the approaches, the models that I had built that had created a very successful hedge fund prior to the market downturn were of no longer any use to me, primarily because my confidence, my emotional ability to approach the market, to approach trades, had been shattered. My confidence was gone. My ability to execute trades that I knew were going to work was virtually non-existent. Ironically enough, I do have a group of people that I call traders in training, and they shadow trade me, basically follow my recommendations. I still have been able to make excellent calls, even during the bear market that we've just recently experienced. And these trades were profitable. I would make recommendations to people, buy 10,000 shares of stock XYZ at 85. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sell it all at 100. Look for the next trade. I myself was unable to actually execute the trade at a level that was going to be profitable enough for me to maintain my status as a hedge fund manager. Now, interestingly enough, the folks that were following my calls were doing very well. Some of them were buying more than 10,000 shares. Some of them were holding it far beyond a $100 price before actually liquidating the trade. Myself, I would probably end up accumulating half of the original position, say 5,000 shares, and actually taking premature profits at somewhere around 90 to 92, maybe even $95 a share if I ran into a little bit of emotional luck. These are the experiences that I was encountering over and over and over again. It was a very painful place to be. It got to the point where I had to sit down with my wife and we had to discuss whether or not I was going to be able to continue to do this, continue to trade professionally and make a living at it. Now, I have had many business successes and many business failures, launching, building, selling businesses. I've done many things in my life. I had never felt the kind of despair that I had been experiencing until recently after finding Steve Present. I found myself in a situation where I realized that I was dealing with something that was far bigger than me. I was dealing with a situation that required help, and I realized that. So I started doing some research. I thought I'd pick up a couple of books on trading psychology, even though I had already read some in the past. I have an extensive library, video as well as DVD, as well as paper books published and created for all manner of types of trading, whether it be emotional or futures or options or forex or whatever it is. All of that information is invaluable. It's all gone towards building the trader that I have become today. What I was dealing with was far beyond that, and I realized it. I knew what the market was going to do, largely in part. I knew what my next trade was going to be. My issue was I could not deliver the trade. I could not buy 1,000 shares if that was my target amount. I could not hold it to stock price 150 if that was my target price. I would end up coming in at 300 shares and selling it at 130, which is all well and good, but when you're running a hedge fund and your normalized returns are above market averages, there comes a time when you need to get back to that. There comes a time when you realize you're not executing at the level that you need to. I have tried everything. I've tried therapy, I've tried group therapy, books, videos, DVDs, clinics, workshops, seminars, you name it. I was not able to get past this emotional part that was blocking me from these trades. enter Steve Present. I found Steve online and I watched one of his video clips and I was very interested and I called him. The best part about Steve, I think, other than the man himself, would be that these sessions that he offers are doable by phone. And I need to tell you that my experiences have been nothing short of incredible. Now, as I mentioned earlier, all the skill, all the prowess, all the knowledge, all of the experiences that I've had over my trading career are all still there. The difference today is that I can now approach my trades without the emotional residue of all of the painful experiences that I've gone through. The thought of trading the same stocks that I had lost a lot of money on created a sense of almost panic, a sense of despair. I knew in my mind that the trade would work, technically, fundamentally, directionally with the market. What I couldn't do is sit down at my trading desk and execute the trade because of the fear and the pain of losing so much during those years in the stock market. That has been basically neutralized, for lack of a better term. I can't really explain how Steve does it, but he does it. I can assure you of that. He basically walked me through the memories like stepping stones back over the painful experiences of these trades. And as I went into them, he walked me through them. He neutralized the negative emotions that I had burned into my consciousness with these trades. And I was able to keep the learning experiences, the sense of what did I do wrong, what did I do right, when did I not pay attention, how did I not get out in time, what were the signals that I didn't catch. All of that is still there. What's gone is that heavy, burdensome, sticky residue of emotional discomfort and that sense of great apprehension that I had every time I sat down at my trading desk. And I would watch the markets go higher and higher and watch my trade go higher and higher. And I would stand there and watch powerlessly as the trade got away from me, and I would pick up a measly 200, 300, 400 shares when typically a stock like the one that I was describing earlier, I would buy 10,000 shares, and that would be a good sized trade for me. I have been completely rearranged inside. I sleep better at night. I work better during the day. I'm more conscious and present during the day, not only for my trading, but I am able to pay far more attention mentally and emotionally to my son, to my wife, to my family members, to my friends, all of these people I love dearly. And I'm no longer lost in this emotional haze of what am I going to do next? What if this doesn't work? I'm not able to do it. I can't make this happen. And then that magical thinking of something will turn, something will get better. I know this is going to work out, only to find myself sitting down at my desk the next Monday with that sense of anxiety and that sinking feeling of I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what to do. All of that is gone. I can honestly say this experience has been overwhelmingly powerful. It was actually mind-blowing and earth-shaking in the beginning, and that's the honest truth. My experience with Steve and Steve's approach has been absolutely phenomenal. And I would encourage anybody who is experiencing the same trade apprehension. I even call it trade apnea, for lack of a better term, based on my previous medical background. Apnea being an absence of breathing. I was suffocated. I could not inhale and I could not exhale. My unaided will, my unaided abilities to get past that, to shake off the residue, the sticky, filmy residue of those emotional experiences, I was unable to do it. Without the help of Steve Present, I don't know, I can honestly say I do not know if I would be trading stocks and futures and options today.